Hey guys!
Assalamu alaikum! So today in this video we are going to talk about how resentment kills marriage.
Oof.
Can you tell us, honey?
Yeah. Initially it starts very beautiful, right? Two people, they marry each other, it's just full of love. As they call it, the honeymoon phase, right?
Honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Then as time goes on, you start to resent the person. Yeah, suddenly they do something. Instead of communicating with them, you're like, forget it, I'm not gonna tell them what it is. So let's say, for example, I didn't clean the bathroom, right? Instead of you communicating it to me, you're just like, I'm just gonna let it go. Then suddenly I do something else small again. Because you love me so much, you're like, I'm just gonna put it on the side.
Yes. Honestly, I remember the first time ever I was telling you something was like, it took me one day to think about like how I will tell you because I love you and I don't want you to feel like hurt.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about a whole day,
Right.
just thinking about how to tell you.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to the backyard and you came to me. I did cook that day. I did clean the house and you came. I wait the time. Like I didn't talk to you right after you came home because now you're tired. If I tell you right after work, had a stressful day, maybe.
So you were thinking about me, right? So something annoyed you about me. Instead of telling me right away, you actually are considerate enough to think about, he just came from work. I don't want to tell him the bad news that he's not cleaning the bathroom. But how am I going to tell him?
Yeah.
You're like, he just came from work. He's tired, poor guy. But he needs to clean the bathroom.
So imagine that day if I didn't take the time and think about how I will tell you that that thing annoys me.
Yeah.
If I didn't tell you that day, I know for sure we didn't come this far if I didn't take the time and communicate. That's 100%. Why I'm saying like communicate.
Correct. So that little thing where she mentioned, right? Like it's an example, cleaning the bathroom. I clean that bathroom squeaky clean. Like, let's say something really annoys you about me, right? Something small, because we're humans, right? But at the same time, the marriage is going so well. You don't want to disappoint the person by telling them something major where you're going to break their heart and you don't know how they're going to react to it, right? By not communicating, it's going to build up. That won't be the only thing. And there's going to be multiple other things that's going to build on top of it, right?
You're going to keep that little things. Maybe thinking about like, how about if I tell this person, they may not going to understand what I am saying. So it's going to build up.
100%.
And the more you wait, the more you don't communicate, the more you...
Then it gets harder. At some point, once it gets to a certain level where there's absolutely no communication, for you to suddenly communicate, even sounds weird.
It's going to become like, I am not talking to you. I am going to be a silent. Just come home, take a shower, sleep.
Wow.
We are like two roommates.
That's true. And if you guys are just starting, let's say you just got married or thinking about the idea of getting married, always remember, when you get married, there's going to be a lot of friction that's going to happen the first year, right? You're a human. If your brother can know you, if your sister can know you, what's to say this person that you love the most won't know you too?
This person you just met yesterday, last night, or whatever.
And I remember you mentioned something. You said, when I annoy you even about the smallest little thing, it hurts even more.
Wow.
Because you love the person.
And you were not ready. The person you love will do that kind of things for you.
Even though they don't mean it. Sometimes they don't mean it. They just keep forgetting it, and you're not communicating it. So it's building up.
That's so bad.
That is bad. And honestly, once it reaches a certain point, like we said, right, it's hard to resolve it at some point. While it's fresh, talk out, right? Talk out loud, which we had it, right? I remember where you have to communicate hard things to me, right? Yes, sometimes you do get like defensive. Oh, that's not me. You get defensive naturally as a human because you feel you're being attacked. But if you don't get it across, it destroys the rest of the marriage.
Yeah, that's why, Hannah, I was saying like literally you need to be ready to have a hard conversation with this person.
Yes.
Because you need to protect yourself first. And also you need to protect the marriage,
100%.
the relationship between you and me.
Because you got to think about the big goal, right? Not this little small thing where it's going to hurt the poor husband's heart. You got to think about the big goal, which is like, hey, we need to keep this marriage together. In order for that to happen, you're right, you need to communicate it regardless of like what happens. And a small little thing, and you're going to do it in a nice way, wouldn't you?
like you're gonna protect yourself, and you will say, why not? Like, why you keep asking me this little thing
exactly
every time?
Yeah.
You know?
Or you feel even more annoyed the fact that it's something small, but it's annoying her, right? And it happens. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it.
Yeah, that's why we're saying like resentment kills marriage.
Yeah.
If you keep the little things that annoys you.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't take the trash, and I hate that. If I keep that and I say like, just forget just one time.
Yeah.
It's not one time. It's gonna build up.
Yes. And the other thing is, once this thing builds up to a certain point, the romance is already out of the window. You need to go and find that romance again. And it's gonna get harder. And once something dies as a romance, honestly, it gets really, really hard for you to rekindle that love again, right? And it started something so minor. Why wouldn't you take the chance, right? Take the chance of telling your husband, like in a kind word, be like, sweetie, start with that. Huh? Don't start with like, the mer. I know you're upset. don't say like, don't like attack the person.
Why you didn't do that?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you gonna protect your marriage? Can you tell us more?
Or let's say you didn't clean the bathroom. I'll be like, man, you know, oh, actually, it's really hard, right?
I'm good at that.
It is hard.
Good at that.
I'm like, man, I cleaned the damn bathroom, right?
I am good at that, honestly.
But honestly, like,
how did you feel like the first time that we had a misunderstanding and I came to you and I told you what happened and how I felt?
I remember how you actually handled it. One, it was during Fajr time, right? I just woke up, you know, and I remember you telling me like, honey, you know, like yesterday, it's Fajr, right?
Yeah.
God is there. You just prayed. You made a dua. You're not going to fight, right? I thought that was clever, right? I'm learning small little things from you. So we prayed, and now you're like, and you come, and you're like, honey, you know, like what happened yesterday about that situation. I was thinking about it the whole time, and I want to talk to you about it, right? And you said it in a calm voice.
I chose that time because that's the time we are both of us calm.
Yeah.
When you're trying to communicate, you need to start how you feel.
Yeah.
How you felt.
Talk about how you felt about it.
Not about like why you didn't do that.
Exactly.
Because that is like attacking the other person.
That is true.
It's like, honey, I feel like when...
It could be cleaning, it could be sweeping the floor, it doesn't matter.
So that's one example that you can say to other person like without attacking and showing them like mercy, because we are human beings and we sometimes forget things. Yeah. It's not like we're doing this because of I hate you.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you say start with yourself. Say, hey, honey, I feel, right? So you basically starting with yourself instead of like, you did this. So at the end of the goal, resentment happens in a marriage very quickly, in a blink of an eye. If you're not, you know, tentative about it, or you're not paying attention, it happens very quick. And of the two partners, one of you needs to be proactive. It doesn't matter who.
Who was that?
Thankfully, it was you, where you were able to detect things very quick.
Let me say this part. Honestly, I came from a place that if the other person, I'm not talking about a family.
Yeah.
If the other people feel like they did something wrong or you did something wrong, instead of communicating, they were not talking to you. Like, just like...
They keep in the heart.
Yes.
Yeah, which is very common.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, they're gonna hate you so bad because of, like, they don't know how to communicate that little thing.
Correct. Honestly, I would rather have a difficult conversation than one where I'm going to be resented later on because it's being kept in the heart. Then there's going to be an explosion in the end. Whereas at least, even if you threw the words at me, it doesn't matter how it comes across. That is better, where it tells you like, hey, this thing is bothering me, right? Instead of keeping it in your heart and one day you blow up.
Even in Islam, it's not good to have something to other person, something bad towards to your your family or your husband or your wife more than 3 days.
Imagine if I forgive the person, right?
Yeah, imagine if we are together 30 years and I am still having the things that you did wrong the first week of our marriage.
Oh my goodness.
The sheikh comes to us and they trying to
reconcile
the marriage. And I am here talking about like 2024 where you did that. And it's like
you gotta list it. You gotta list it.
Yeah, why? Yeah. Like that's not good for first of all, that's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your akhirah even.
You know, one thing I realize is, have you ever seen couples when, you know, they go through a therapy, right? And they're trying to figure out what's the issue, right? And nobody knows what the hell is the issue. Because it's been building up so much. Finally, when the guy says it or the girl says it, instead of be like, the issue is nobody cleaned the bathroom, it turns out to be like, oh, he didn't take the trash, he didn't clean that thing that day, he didn't do
millions.
It goes like through millions. At that point, like, how do you even decipher through it? How do you even resolve all these other issues? Because it's being built up. Instead of it just being one thing, and you could be like, is it trash? Okay, no problem. You take the trash this day, and she takes the trash on that day. Khalas, that's it. Now, if it's 1,000, how are you going to resolve 1,000 things in 1 hour? Also, another thing you could do is, before you discuss what the issue is, sometime, which I learned from you, is to show appreciation first. And I love that. It's like somebody giving you something sweet before they slap you. At least you have a candy in your mouth, right? And I think we're going to wrap up this video here, right? So if you want to protect your marriage, guys, right away, small little thing is going to build up, especially the first year of your marriage, right? It doesn't even have to be deal breaker, small little things, right? Trash. It could be the bed. It could be, you name it, sweeping the floor. It could be your mom calling you at midnight. Who knows, right? So you need to discuss this thing. And if you don't, or you don't try to improve your communication, it's going to swallow you. So work on it and be proactive about it and always be conscious about it.
I would say be ready to have a hard conversation.
Yes.
And communicate. Communicate. That's all.
And actually, one thing that I love is anytime we have a little, disagreement, what have you, I like to say, man, you know how we always say communication is important? Because there's something hard is about to come, right? So I like to use that word. So this way you could get into it and show the appreciation and everything, because you're telling her, hey, FYI, there's a difficult topic coming. Then you go on. All that is to protect the marriage. Hence, resentment kills your marriage. So protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
Yep. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Take care.